This may just look like a regular hacky sack game, but these guys all have one thing in common. They believe that marijuana should be legalized.
Wouldn't it be nice to go to a place and smoke weed with a bunch of other people that went to a place to smoke weed and hang out? Imagine a bar for marijuana, that would be awesome. People hanging out, playing hockey, kicking the ball around, people bringing along like instruments sometimes, and you get some really good discussions going on, and networking and friends, so it's a really valuable social hub.
I mean, once you've been here once or twice, and people are really nice, people come up and talk to you, and yeah, it's really good.
Even if the political side of it isn't taking off in the way we like it to.
This is an example of Otago Normal's political side. JDay, a nationwide protest against cannabis prohibition.
Today is JDay. It is the international and national day to protest against the prohibition of cannabis. It happens in over 300 cities around the world on the same day. And here in Dunedin, we've been doing it for 21 years here in the Octagon. And we're doing it again today. We're giving out information to the public, having a big session in public as an act of protest.
Due to an apparent double booking of the space, the protest was accompanied by live charity performances, as well as the flocks of families of recent graduates, all seemingly oblivious to the protest. Although it was a very public display of breaking the law, the police paid very little attention to our protesters, who seemed to be more interested in practicing their juggling and circus skills than actually getting high.
We're going to have to be out here protesting until the politicians get the message to actually change the law, and then the police won't be in this sort of gray area where they have to use their discretion. Then the police will know in the law cannabis is legal, they can move on, they can deal with more serious crimes, and we can be left in peace and feel safe.
Despite all their arguments, the weed-smoking community still gets ignored, but with the changes in the states, they're looking more hopeful for future development.
Well, it's interesting with the states because now all of these people who have sort of looked at us down their nose or been very skeptical of our argument, they see that it can be done and that it's very popular and that it brings in tons of money for stretched budgets of, state governments, local councils. So they're starting to be more receptive than they were in the past, and, they're looking at us saying, well, maybe they're right.
It's changing because people are starting to realize that everyone smokes weed, especially in New Zealand. We have the largest amount of marijuana smokers per capita.
We're human beings. All human beings get their hits from plants. Many plants. Marijuana is absolutely no different.
Some people probably shouldn't smoke marijuana. Some people shouldn't drink alcohol either. For those of us who can handle our marijuana and like to enjoy it recreationally, we should be allowed to, legally.
No, we're talking about weed. I'm talking about the herb, the ganja.
Exactly 10 years ago today on JDay, we led a huge march to the Dunedin police station and hotboxed the Dunedin police station. We're just celebrating that today, and we're trying to convince people that it should be legalized and that prohibition causes more harm than cannabis actually causes harm. We have a whole sort of action center now where we're going to be coordinating campaigns for cannabis law reform and do professional level campaigning.
With the legal synthetics market causing local and national crime to rise, change seems necessary to prevent more damage happening to our community.
How could you say it doesn't matter to you? Because you care about it. It's like an issue.
While Otago Normal presents their methods, the country waits on Peter Dunn to make a decision. This has been Nancy E. for Critic TV.